Hey, all right, it's time for the country 5-minute rant.
You are missing the lesson of Donald Trump's victory. Donald Trump is not the cause of all of our problems, and we're making a mistake when we act like he is.
That's right.
He is a symptom of a disease that has been building up in our communities for years and decades, and it is our job to get to the harder work of actually curing the disease. Most Americans feel like the political parties have been playing you lose, I lose, you lose, I lose for years, and you know who's been losing this entire time? We have. Our communities have. Our communities' way of life is disintegrating beneath our feet. That's why Iowa, a traditional swing state, went to Trump by almost 10 points. That's why Ohio, a traditional swing state, is now so red that I'm told we're not even going to campaign there. So these communities are seeing their way of life get blasted into smithereens. We've automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs and counting. We're closing 30% of New Hampshire stores and malls, and Amazon, the force behind that, is literally paying zero in taxes. These are the changes that Americans are seeing and feeling around us every day. And if we get to the hard work of curing those problems, we will not just defeat Donald Trump in the fall, but we'll actually be able to move our communities forward.
That's right. I can't agree with Mr. Yang more. I have chills down my spine from him saying that. This goes back to, I think, one of the first podcasts I ever did. Bread and circuses, man. They are showing you this circus of Hunter Biden and Donald Trump and court cases and, God, just a list and litany of other silly things that we are told to pay attention to every day while they rip the... I'm trying not to curse here. While they destroy our economy, our middle class, and all of the things that Mr. Yang just spoke about. Indeed, Mr. Trump won in 2016 in swing states that he had to win. In Ohio, in Iowa, in Wisconsin, and in Pennsylvania and Michigan. And these states used to be industrialized powerhouses, but were hollowed out by the globalist trade policies that sent a large swath of manufacturing jobs to China and other third world countries, and the internet revolution that automated out many more of their jobs. The best advice many seem to have for these people that are left behind is learn to code, which became an intense internet meeting. President Trump speaks to the working poor and middle class who feel they lose more and more every day as the elite and the wealthy and the powerful continue to prosper. These working class folks watch as the rich men north of Richmond make sweetheart deals between big corporations and big governments to squeeze out their wages, their jobs, their small businesses, and more recently, their freedoms. Even the legal system looks like it has left them behind. They think there's a two-tier justice system in which the rich are exonerated and the poor go to jail. So even as Mr. Trump is indicted and prosecuted, they see his struggle as their struggle. They perceive the same forces squeezing them out, squeezing him out. And Trump is their champion, fighting against a rigged system for survival. If he beats the rap, maybe they can too. And look, you may think these ideas are misguided. You may think I'm crazy, what I just said. But there's certainly at least two sides to every argument. Have you considered the other? And I would say, too, if you do think that what most people on the left and many on the right, although Andrew Yang gets it, still almost 8 years later, in 8 years since Trump started campaigning for president, all of those folks have not come to grips with this. Perception is reality. If you do not address the issues and the concerns of the working class in America openly and honestly and work to improve the lives of this large swath of Americans, the folks that built America for reals, the symptoms of this disease will continue to fester. You'll get more Trump and people like him. If a candidate emerges who understands this and can effectively decode these problems while offering positive steps to solve them, I'm talking about a positive message most can agree to and support. And you need that same person to have the ability to implement changes, fundamental, real change for these folks that I'm talking about. If you're not able to do that, you're not going to win the presidency. And if you don't, if someone like that does not emerge, and quickly too, we'll be stuck with 4 more years of President Trump or President Biden. God help us all. Well, that was a 5-minute rant from the country. If you like that, please join us at www.thecountry.news, thecountry.news. You can also find us on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter, where we're at JW The Country. See you.